Hello, this is Danny from Danny Design Studio. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK, and this tutorial is my monthly class in a box. And this is June 2022 class, which is all about weddings, anniversaries and celebrations. Now these cards take on the theme of weddings and anniversaries, but they are a lovely card for a daughter or a mum or a female friend. It's such a lovely embossing folder, just beautiful, and I love it. And we've taken the Hues of Happiness papers, which is, I think, pairs up with it beautifully. So let me tell you all about what we've used. So we've got the Bouquet of Love Dies, which is here. We've used all these. We've used the flowers and the little heart, and then the other heart that you can use in this, what we call a hybrid embossing folder. So the hybrid embossing folder, you can die cut and emboss at the same time, which makes your life so much easier, and I'll show you how to do that later. We've also used these lovely stylish shape dies, which we get the lovely little stitching and dotted background, and then I've also used the Love and Happiness, which is ideal for this sort of class. It's got lovely sentiments from that. So let's get started on our first card. So let's put this in order. That's the next one. Okay, so we're going to start off with this one. Now in your box you will find you've got everything not in a plastic sort of sleeve or a cellophane. You've got it in a white packet because I'm trying to get away from plastic. It's too much plastic, and these are the most gorgeous little hearts, aren't they? So pretty. So you've got a bit of piece of flowered DSP. You've got the insert in here, which what I've done for the insert is I've cut mine out already and I've put it on, so I'm just going to glue that on now, and for speed just going to use the stamp and seal. I'm going to pop that in there, and I know roughly where it's going to go. That's my inside, and then got my outside, but this, everything mainly is cut for you, but I haven't cut everything. This bit will be 13.5 by 13.5. So you just need to cut that and then arrange that on. You could put that side on if you like. There's two lovely sides to this, and I'm just going to stick that on the front. Normally I would do this with wet glue, but I'm trying to speed up these videos. And then I've got another little border like that, so I'm then gonna put the stamp and seal around again, and I've got to make a little border. If you're a beginner at this, I would normally just do it with the wet glue. So then I fussy cut all my flowers, and then I'm going to arrange it with the leaves around there. I think I'll put that at the top. Just arrange it in the way that you would like. Now, for some reason, I haven't given myself, oh, there we go. There it is. So I'm going to take congratulations out of there. Now, it's because it's got a black. I think I'm not sure whether to do this in the black. Just black is a bit harsh, I must admit, but let's just see what it's like. Done that in the same colour. I think it's Pool Party. So maybe need to take it off screen just to see what I'm doing. Stand up. Because it's quite a thin font, it doesn't look too overpowering, I think. So it's okay, I think. Clean it off. Right, so I'm happy with that there, but I think I'm going to raise that. So I think I'm going to have that flat against the surface. So I only want part of it, and then I want this to tuck in, so just stick that underneath. You could give it a little bit of dimension by curling it up a little bit so it doesn't look so two-dimensional. And then tuck that underneath there. Same with this. Under there. And then that I'm going to have with dimensionals. So I've lost my picky tool. I don't know where I've put it. So I'm going to have to use my scissors for the moment. And then just raise that up. And then see where it looks best. And pop it there. So there we go. And then put these gorgeous little hearts on. Now these hearts, put that one there. There is some in another card pack and I can't remember. I think it's the next one. So you've got some pearls in the next one for all the flowers that you've got to put on. Oh, can't get this off. There we go, card 1 done. Should take you probably exactly the same time. So there we go, that's card 1. Then the next one will be this one. So we got the lace, and in your box you will have card 2. So open all the bits and pieces. Don't forget you've got lots of little flowers in this one. So, and you've got one piece of lace that will be chopped in half. Okay, so you've got all these flowers that just get the correct side. And then this is fairly simple as well. That's your envelope. These are the pearls that you'll need, and your card. And again, I'm going to stick this in now. And if you've got any DSP left over with some flowers that's the same colour as your DSP on this card, you can easily just put a little flower in there. So then that goes on there like that, little flower there, and then that goes just underneath. Now, have I raised this? I think I have actually. Yes, I have. So this is raised with dimensionals. I need to show you how to do, I'll do that in a minute. I need to show you how to use the Hybrid Embossing Folder. I'll do that in a sec. I always use plenty of dimensionals. There's nothing worse than if a card in the post decides to just come apart. So it's hard sometimes. I've cut it so that it's slightly less, it's about a millimetre less all the way around. So then you want to cut your little piece of lace in half, and then just get a piece of tape. So what you do is get 2 pieces of tape, you're just going to put them in place. So one there and one there. So put it in place and roughly have it at the same angle on the other side. Just make sure it's not twisted like it is here. So to make sure it's sort of straight along as best as can be, and that will keep it in place until you put the next bit on. So you want another bit, another couple of bits, and again here. You don't have to take the sticky off here because it's just holding it in place. There. So there we go. Now that is going to go on there, and I've got this lovely "You're engaged, here's to love and happiness." I thought I'll have an engagement card this time. So then I haven't got my picky tool to be able to, I've got a pen. If you just want to get a bit of dimension on your little flowers, put pen, obviously don't have the thing open, so you've got the nib there, and then it just makes the flowers a little more 3D again. And I know they're going to be squashed a bit in the post, if they are in the post, but they're quite nice, they're quite cute. So then you just arrange your flowers. I'm going to have a couple there and a couple round here. Like that. Or you could put one there maybe. to just put that on with some dimensionals. And pop that on there. Then I think it may be best to put these flowers on with some glue dots. And this is where you need your picky tool. Oh, don't know where it's gone. Right, so have that there, a couple of little ones, another little one I think, bigger one here, and there, and there's one here that escaped. And then the next thing is, and I've lost it. Oh, there we are. Can't see it against the white. To take your little gorgeous little pearls, put a little pearl in the middle. If you can get them. Could fast forward this bit if I haven't done that, and if you're bored. And then you'll still have some lovely, keep the rest that you've got left because you need some for some of the other cards, and you can put a little heart maybe on there, and then this is then mounted onto here. What do I want? With a little border. Bit of glue there. And then that will go onto there. Another little border. There we go. So 2 little cards done very quickly because I have done a lot of the cutting for you. Now this is, I'm just going to stand up to see if this is still in shot. Yes, it's fine. So then you're going to make your envelope and this little card here. So I am going to take my box, card number 3, and then this piece I've already cut into my second DSP. You've got 2 DSP like this. Obviously yours will be a different colour. So let's make the envelope first. So with the envelope you are going to get your scoring, your cutter and your scorer, and Where's my measurements gone? I've lost my measurements. Apologies. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. So that's 15.2 by 30.5. Now with the short side of the top, you're going to score. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. 1.9. Pick the cutting tool out of the way, score, and then on the other side, so this side 1.9 and score, and then you've got a top bit and a bottom bit. So with the bottom, you're turning it to the right, so this is your bottom part of the envelope and that bit is going to be my top. So if you've got a directional pattern, that's just why I'm saying that, but this is not. So then we need, with the long side at the top, 10.8 at the base, and then at the top turn it round and it's slightly, I think it's 4.8. Now, hard to see, but let's get our bone folder and you're going to score that and this side. I've made this envelope before, so those of you who've been with me for a while, you'll know what you've made these before. Right, so you've got rectangle there, rectangle there, rectangle there, long rectangle, another long rectangle. So you just want this two bits. You want to cut that away and you want to cut this away. So long scissors, cut right up to that first score line, miter it a little bit, same on the other side, cut up to that first score line and again miter, same again on this side, and that is it. And there's a bit of gluing, so it's a really nice easy envelope. Right, so the smaller bit at the top is your flap down, and then this two bits sides come in, that goes up, that comes over, and you've got a little disc that you should have in your little pack, and it's not a sticky disc, so you may want to just put a sticky disc on there. So what I do is I glue these two sides, because we know if you glue that bit, there'll be a bit that's glued that you don't want to be glued. So I glue these two bits and then move that up there like that. Now you could round these corners. I have on the first one, but I'm not going to on this one. So that is my envelope. Very easy and a great way to use up DSP. So then I want my matching card, and your design may be different, it may be the same, but I will always give you things that match. So there we go. So this one, now this is very pink, isn't it? I'm not really a pinky person. Let me just see what the original looks like. But I quite So that's why I've given myself this black gingham ribbon, because I thought a pink ribbon is just too much for me. It just tones it down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is going to start with putting the ribbon around the DSP. So putting it around the DSP and just do a bow. You can do a bow anywhere because you can slide it along. You can keep a bow so that it's sideways, or if you wanted a bow sort of like end up like that, you can adjust it so that your bow is wherever way you want it really. So I'm just gonna cut these bits, but I quite like the black and white, so I'm going to put it to the side like that, and then that's going to go on there, and then this is my card layer. Then I'm going to layer it up. This goes in the middle. And then this, do the same again, give it a bit of dimension, pop that in there, and get the glue dot. Is the glue dots gone? And then you've got some pearls left over, so you can just put a little pearl in the middle. It's very delicate, and I quite like the fact that it's not a great big fuchsia pink little flower on there. So I'm ready to stick now. Stamp and Seal is a really, it's a great, great little dry glue that is very nice and quick. So with this, I want this raised on there, so I'm going to put some dimensionals. And now I really must show you the Hybrid Embossing Folder. Just finish this card. Now on this card I haven't actually put a sentiment on, mainly because I didn't know what I wanted to use it for. So I think sometimes it's quite nice to have a card ready and then have nothing on it. Sometimes it doesn't need anything on it. You could put a little sentiment here, but I haven't put anything on there. I have put this beautiful little flower inside to decorate the inside. I don't know what I would use it for, so I haven't actually put anything on it. And I think it's always nice to have in your stash a blank card. So, and that will go quite nicely with that. I quite like that. It's very pretty. So that's the third one done with an envelope. Right, let's show you this embossing folder. So the Hybrid Embossing Folder. So you've got, with the black Stampin' Up sign, I put that on there. It just slots in. Now I've got a square bit of paper. I'm just going to sort of, you can see the outline of the heart just there, and it's central. So then I'm going to pop it closed like that. Get my Stamp and Emboss machine. Now with the Hybrid Embossing Folder, you need to look at where it folds and put your fold in first through the machine, because if you do it that way, the machine might slide this, possibly, not normally, but if it slides it, it will move the whole thing. So it's always best to have the fold of the embossing folder in first. So with the embossing folder, it says you on the thick platform, it tells you using 3D embossing folders you need plate 1, which is that one, and plate 4, which is that one, and you sandwich that one in between, pop it in, and oops, there we go, and that should be done. Show you. You get one of these and one of those. Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. I don't think, even though if this will retire, I don't think I want to get rid of it because it's too nice. So let's put that to one side, and now we've got the last one, which is this one. So go back to your envelopes in your box. Card number 4. Take everything out. Oops. You've got a little piece of twine, gold twine. You've got some lovely flower, and you've got a spare piece of white DSP. I'm just going to quickly, because I haven't done it yet, and I was going to have all this prepped. Keep a little border around your flower. Turn your paper rather than your scissors. Small scissors, pointy end, and obviously sharp scissors too. So that's that, and I'll just have this little leaf as well. So pop that there, and just going to stick this DSP down. And then obviously you haven't got anywhere to write with that DSP there, so I've given you a little extra bit for the back. I mean, you can either write inside, or you can, if you don't want this bit, you don't need this bit, because you've got, it's not as if it's a dark card. You could write it in there, but I thought it'd be nice maybe to write on there, just to show you another sort of way of designing your card. I might need a glue dot for this. And another one. I'm just going to attach my bit of green. Should have a little bit more green, but never mind. And then now the other thing is you want to attach your twine. So get your twine and just wrap it around. You can either do 2 fingers or 3 fingers. 2 fingers. This is what it looks like with 2 fingers. Then wrap it round, and then, you know, make it swirly and bigger. Take that end, stick it down so you don't see that end, This is when you get all very sticky. And then you're just going to swirl it. So you're going to make it so that you see more of it on the outside. So just have a little play with it and see if you can pull these bits out gently like that, and then when you're happy with it, that's what you get. So then you put a little bit of dimension on it and just stick these on top like that. You need lots because sometimes these come off, so don't be hesitant in putting lots on, because again it's horrible when it sort of half falls apart when you give it to somebody. There we go. So gonna pop it there. Now obviously just be careful. I should have put this down a little bit. I meant to tell you that and I forgot. But don't do what I do. Make sure that those dimensions are tucked in under there, and then you can do a little I'm going to do congratulations again because I know it will fit on, and I quite like the font on there. And yes, dimensionals, I think. There we go. And then the last of these gorgeous hearts, put one there. Oops, where's it going? And pearlized one, put one there, and one there. I think that's enough. So we are done. So there we go. Slightly different colours to my examples in the first picture. So there we go. Stand up and see if I'm in shot still. Just about. It's moved, isn't it? Okay, so there we go. So thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully see you next month. In the meantime, happy stamping, crafters. If you like this video, please click the like button below, and please subscribe and select the bell icon to all to receive notifications of when I upload. Thank you.